So good afternoon people, and welcome once again to your favourite cookery programme on YouTube, Cooking on the Corsican. And this week I am going to stick to the same sort of thing as last week, stuff that you can make quickly from your store cupboard ingredients. I mean, we all probably keep things like a can of corned beef on the boat, and oxo cubes and stock cubes and things like that. The fresh ingredients I've brought is some turnip, some carrot, some onions and some potatoes. And I am going to make a very nice kind of corned beef stew cum hash type thing. I know all of you out there think that we luxury on the boat here, but I'm going to show you that we sometimes enjoy very basic food, and this is a very basic recipe, but I'll tell you it's very, very delicious. So I'm not going to waffle about for too long. I'm going to go away and prepare all these vegetables. I won't put you through the agony of that, and then I shall come back and show you how we put this kind of corned beef hash stew type thing together. So if you have been, thanks for watching, and I'll see you when I get back for the next part of this vlog. So people, welcome back to this vlog on things that you can make on a boat from your store cupboard. Okay, you left us earlier, me going to peel and chop my carrot and my turnip, which is in this bowl, and you can see I've chopped everything into nice little cubes. I've got my onions here, I've got some white and some red onion in there. My corned beef is chopped up, and my potatoes, I've made them just slightly bigger in this bowl here. I've got some salt, I've got some pepper, and I have got my beef stock, which I just made using oxo cubes, okay? And it's a very, very easy dish to put together. Now, people out there might be thinking, oh, corned beef, rotten. But I'm telling you, this is an absolutely delicious dish. It really is, it's lovely. And I'm going to make some dumplings to go with it. And I shall do a vlog showing you how to make the dumplings that are going to be put in it right at the end. And I can assure you, this is delicious. And by the way, I forgot to say, we are at Reedham today. I don't know if Steve wants to just pan round and just sort of show you where.
Very windy, but a very nice day.
Although we have got the wood burner alight.
So here we are.
So there you go, we shall put our little stove on. I've got some oil and I've got some butter in the pan here, that's all. I've got about 2 dessert spoonfuls of oil, maybe 3, and a large knob of butter. And I shall just put my onions in first and foremost. The holy trilogy of red onion, white onion, butter, oil. Now, as I always tell you, when you're frying onions, always put some salt in. And I'm going to use about 3/4 of a teaspoonful, because I think they can be quite salty, corned beef. And I'm going to use about the same of black pepper. So there you go. So I hope you enjoyed the fish cakes last week, everybody, that we done. And if you tried them,
I certainly enjoyed them, Jeffrey.
Well, I enjoyed them. You definitely do need, for the bigger ones, to just do them 4 minutes each side, and then have your oven on about a gas max 6, or in a conventional oven at home about 180 degrees. Get them 4 minutes each side, and then just pop them in that oven for 8 to 10 minutes. It's the best way of doing them. The smaller ones you can do in the frying pan, but the slightly bigger ones, they do need that just finishing off in the oven. But I'll tell you another thing that you could do. If you had people coming to dinner and you wanted to be well and truly in front, you could, like if you were giving them one nice big one each for a starter with some nice salad or whatever, you could cook them, you know, the 4 minutes on each side, and put them on your baking sheet, and you could put them in the fridge, leave them in there, and then when you want them later on at night, Put your oven on at 180 and give them anywhere between 15 and 20 minutes. You just need to keep an eye on your own oven and how hot it is, and I can assure you they would come out absolutely beautiful, so you could be well in front. Later on in the vlogs I'll do a nicer fish cake, maybe a nice salmon and crab or cod and crab or something, but I will do another proper. That was just one that you could do out your store cupboard. And Steve and I had a burger for our lunch, a really delicious burger. They were bought, but they were very good quality ones. And I will admit, we did just fry them in this pan, so we've got all the lovely flavour of that came out of the burger in this pan as well. Never throw away flavour. So just keep your onions on the go. I've got this little pan flat out at the moment. I can't believe since we started this vlog, this is vlog number 35, which is about 35 weeks we've been doing cooking on the Corsican, and now get 152 subscribers. So thanks very much to everybody that subscribed to the channel. It's really brilliant, and for the comments that you leave. You know, we really haven't had too many negative comments. You do get these people on the internet that like to go in there and slate you off, but really and truthfully, we've only really had one or two of them, and we tend to just ignore them anyway, because people that do that sort of thing, they're just people that haven't got any brains, you know. But thanks very much indeed, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. You know, it does help us, and if you watch the videos and like them, give us a thumbs up. You know, it's also nice to see that, you know, people appreciate it. For me anyway, if I see those thumbs up, I know that somebody's really enjoyed it, you know. So if you are watching them and you do enjoy them, give us a thumbs up. It helps my ego. So when your onions get to about this stage, the translucent stage, Steve, if you just pan in there, the onions are sort of getting to the translucent stage. You can put your carrot and your turnip in. There we go, and we'll just stir fry that for 1 or 2 minutes. Very quick dish to pull together, this. What I'll do is I'll just get it started on here, you see, when I brought it all together. And I say cheerio to you guys. I'll catch you for the last part of the vlog. I shall move it up onto the cooker, because all I'll do when I get it all ready and get all the stock and everything, I'll only cook it for about 15 minutes, and then I shall leave it until later on when we're going to put the dumplings in it, because it's going to have another 20 minutes cooking with dumplings in it, and that's more than enough for the carrot and the turnip and the potatoes, especially the size they are. And as I say, this is a meal that you can make on a boat. It's a one pan. You only need one ring. That's all you need. Nothing's going in an oven or anything like that. And the ingredients can come out of your store cupboard. Obviously when you go down to your boat, you take things like potatoes and that with you. So, you know, if you're going to do something like this, you just have to bring some potatoes and some carrots and some turnip. If you can't get turnips, some nice little Swedes would be nice in it as well, you know, little small Swedes, they'd be lovely in it. I would cut them up a little bit thicker though, because they will mash away into nothing. But they'll be delicious, lovely and sweet. So you had best to get your corned beef out the can and cut it all up into little chunks. Now corned beef can be an absolute pig to come out the can, but would you believe this one actually fell out the can? Not onto the floor, the dog hasn't licked it or anything like that. I managed to catch it, but I think in my life, 52 years of being on this earth, it's the first time I've ever known a corned beef to come out the tin so easily. And I chopped it up, and I'll be honest with you, I kept, a lot of people wouldn't, if I was using corned beef or anything else at a tin, I would put it in the fridge if I was going to slice it up, and I would cut all the fat off it. But making this dish, don't cut the fat off it, the fat's full of flavour. Put the fat in with the dish, because it really is full of flavour. If you throw the fat away, you're throwing away a lot of flavour. Doesn't that smell nice?
Yes, it does.
I did think that in years to come, you know, I'd be able to make these little scratch and sniff cards for all my recipes, and I'll be able to send you them. And you'll be able to, whatever I'm making, you'll be able to open the card up and have a little bit of a sniff, and you'll know what it smells like. So next thing I'm going to put in, you might think that doesn't do any good. You might think, oh, why not just put everything in and you know, just throw the stock in and put it all in together. Sauteing all these vegetables off, it helps to create, again, flavour. And you know, cooking is all about flavour. You want to try and create as much flavour as possible. So there you are, doesn't that look absolutely delicious? Okay, I shall put my corn bogey in. And I shall put some of my stock in. I won't put it all in, I'll judge it. That's enough to be going on with. So I shall now add my spuddies, spud you like. Hope this pan's going to be big enough. I'm sure it will be. There we go. And I'll just very gently just get everything mixed through. Just take your time when you're doing this bit. You don't want to splash it all over yourself, because let me tell you, that'll be hot. I'm going to put a little bit more stock in. Just be careful when you're adding the stock, people, because what you don't want is you just want the right amount of stock to cover the I'll show you exactly when I come to it, rather than trying to explain it to you. But you want just the right amount in. I mean, it wouldn't matter if you put too much in, because you could probably take it back out again when you come to finish the dish off. But it will, the way I'm doing it, it'll all thicken up naturally with the potato starch and everything. We're just about getting there, people. think. I'll tell you in a minute. Oh, it does smell lovely, that. So it's not always steak and peppercorn sauce and, you know, all the delicious things that we make. Sometimes we just have something very simple. And this couldn't be any simpler. Do you know, for all that's left, I am going to use it all. So that was about 3/4 of a pint, isn't it? What does that jug hold, Steve?
A pint and 3/4.
It holds a pint and 3/4, so it was actually about a pint and a half I put in there. Now I am going to cook this for 15 minutes. I'm really not going to do too much to it. I shall go and give it a bit of a stir round every 5 minutes, and then I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to put a lid on it, by the way, and I'm going to turn it off. And I'm going to leave it till later on, till when we want it. And I'm going to turn it on, bring it to the boil, I'm going to add the dumplings. And I'll come back at that point and show you where we're at and how it's looking after the 15 minutes. Okay? So if you have been, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next part of this vlog. So people, welcome back to the final part of this vlog on our corned beef hash stroke stew. And I did say we were going to do dumplings, but sadly, I am not going to do dumplings because the Maris pipe of potatoes in here have gone soft so quickly that this wouldn't stand up to another 20 minutes cooking. So this actually only took about 20 minutes to cook. But there is the finished dish, and I shall serve some up. It might not look the most incredible dish, but I can assure you the flavour in here is delicious. So Steve and I are going to have some nice bread. We've got beautiful fresh loaf, and we're going to have some nice bread and butter with it, and that'll be absolutely delicious. And what I'll do, people, next week I'll do a nice stew and dumplings so we can fit the dumplings in, okay? So as I always say, people, if you enjoy the vlogs, go down, give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel please, look after yourselves. So we're stuck over here, we were moved from Reedham because there's a weather warning for very high tides, and we've now had to come up to
Hardley Mill,
where we're on a floating pontoon, which means the tides won't affect us, and we may not be able to cross Braden Water in the morning. So more as it happens on the Corsican, and I'll see you for next week's vlog. Bye bye for now.